Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video from the Literature No Trouble YouTube channel. The topic of today's video is the presentation of Morte d'Arthur, a famous Middle Ages romance. We will follow an 8-step process designed for non-native English speakers to present it. I'm Anna from LNT. As you may have noticed, the LNT YouTube channel has reopened after a pause. It's now ready to provide you with a strategy for effectively presenting a literary work, especially if you are a non-native English speaker. If you're new here, please subscribe and be sure to click on the links we mentioned in this video. Check out in the description below. After discussing the features of English literature from its origins to the modern age in previous videos, of which you can see screenshots on the screen, and providing definitions and characteristics to help you better distinguish literary genres, LNT is ready to provide some examples of presentations of different literary works from different periods. And today we'll take a deeper look at Morte d'Arthur, a medieval romance, by following a step-by-step guide. Naturally, I'm aware that there are a plethora of wonderful sites available on the net with a wealth of information. I'm confident you'll figure out how to get to it and use it successfully in no time. In this and future videos, I'll teach you how to present a literary work properly using a simple but organic framework consisting of fundamental literary elements. We'll talk about the title, the author's biography, the sources, and how to define the genre of this romance. The structure and plot, as well as the narrative techniques employed, will be discussed. And finally, we'll look at how the author handled the setting and the characters, and we'll finish up with the work's themes. So let's get through those 8 key elements one by one and see how we may use them to effectively present Malory's romance. Let's start by discussing the title. The word morte is derived from the French word mort, which means death. It should have been preceded by la, a feminine determiner. And in the past, the title may have sounded like La Morte d'Arthur. Later, the title began to be regarded as a compound phrase and hence as male or neuter in gender, requiring the use of the male determiner le. So, according to the title, the narrative is about Arthur's death. Yet, as we will see in the section on structure and plot, it's about much more than simply the king's death. But why would Malory title his work this way? He most likely derived the title from previous Arthurian romances that recounted the king's final years. Malory's story opens optimistically with a youngster lightly and fiercely pulling Excalibur from a stone and ends with the words, "The glorious fellowship of the Round Table is broken forever." Let's go to the second point, Malory's biography. There are just a few facts concerning Thomas Malory that we know of. He was born in 1400 and died in 1471. It's often assumed that he was a knight born in Warwickshire. For most of his life, he led a respectable life. He became suddenly an outlaw in 1450. He was sentenced to jail after being accused of a number of offences ranging from robbery to attempted murder. Let's now discuss the sources. Malory draws mainly from 2 sources: a 12th century French collection of romances and 2 English written poems. If we have to summarize in a few words, we can say that Malory borrowed chivalry and courtly love motifs from French literature and the concept of the national hero from English poetry. For more details on the sources, please click on the link in the description box. Let's move on to the next topic, the genre. Malory's work has all the characteristics that define a romance. The plot. The plot is often long and complex, with several incidents, adventures, battles, and exploits. The setting in time and the setting in place. They are vague. The characters. The characters aren't well developed here. The heroes might be good or bad knights. The female characters are usually beautiful and inclined to falling in love. Before going to the next section of our presentation, keep in mind that LNT YouTube channel offers a video about medieval romance, but there is more to it towards the end of this video. We've made it halfway through the presentation. Let's consider now the structure and the plot. The structure has remained quite unchanged in most later versions of Arthur's legend. William Caxton is responsible for this final form in 21 books. Malory follows Arthur from childhood until death. The protagonist's birth is an adventure combined with a supernatural event. Then we see how Arthur becomes a king after pulling a magical sword out of a stone. The story ends with the adulterous affair between Arthur's wife, Queen Guinevere, and Sir Lancelot, and the consequent dispersal of the Knights of the Round Table. Let's dive in the narrative techniques. This romance is a collection of episodes. It's quite episodic, but it incorporates both dialogue and narrative. The language is quite simple, and even though grammar looks unimportant to Malory, the long sentences that he uses are always understandable. At times, it may be difficult to discern between what is real and what is fictitious. Let's discuss the setting and the characters. The location is vague in terms of time and place. The characters are quite undefined. Arthur has grey eyes, and Lancelot and Tristram are always big men. All the ladies are fair. We're going to consider the themes now. The notion of chivalry in this romance is one of the main themes. We may learn about the code of ethics that the Knights of the Round Table must observe throughout the text. Another theme is love that is declined in its various forms. The role of women is also discussed in this romance. Women have a submissive position. Many of them don't even have a name. And whenever the author concentrates on them, it's to make them appear dangerous. On the LNT YouTube channel, there's a video that covers the key characteristics for recognizing a romance as a genre. To get a complete overview, click on the link to the web page shown in the description box below. LNT is a website as well. It presents some excerpts from Morte d'Arthur. Check out the links listed below. They will take you right to the texts and the word lists that are available for free. Well, that's all there is to it for today. I hope you'll find the video helpful. If that's the case, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.